Hi, Jack here from Chattervation. My plan today was to do a whole load of videos, or at least some videos, for my Chattervation YouTube channel. However, there's building work going on. I don't think it's actually translating onto the video as I thought it was, but I'm going to start my videos today by talking about workplace exposure, because the noise made me think about it. Because so the workers, if I say anything sexist, I apologise up front. It's not meant in a sexist way. It's just words come out, don't they, sometimes. So there's workers doing drilling, digging, whatever, constant, and it's constant, and then it's a little bit like Chinese water torture, where it's constant, stops for a little bit, and then starts again, and it's loud, and it's not here, it's a few doors away, but it's still loud. I can't personally, it's COVID 2020, working from home, I can't personally find anywhere to escape from that sound. So it's in my ears, it's in my head, and it's also got me a little bit on edge and irritable. And because of my background in occupational health, I can't help but sort of like think about, I wonder if they're wearing the correct PPE. I wonder if they've got hearing protection. I wonder if they might be digging and drilling and aware of the risks of vibration, if they're taking appropriate breaks, all that sort of stuff, because it's an accumulation over time. It's called dose. It's an accumulation over time that can add up. And before we know it, we're not old, but we've gone deaf or hard of hearing, and we can't hear our partners asking us to do something. I'm always a bit suspicious about that one. But, you know, we can't hear quite as well as we used to do, or we can't hold things quite as well as we used to do, because we've been working with equipment without the proper precautions, without the proper breaks. So you need to be aware of what you need for your role, yeah? And that's where risk assessments come in. I know, why is she always harping on about risk assessments? Because risk assessments are what it's all about. We do risk assessments all the time, every day in our everyday life, but in the workplace, we need to be a little bit more structured. We need to actually consider what the risks and the hazards are, and what precautions we can make, either on a bigger scale or on a local scale, to actually reduce the risks of us actually being harmed. Yeah, it's really sensible. I mean, I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head, but that people would have the common sense to do, but I can't actually think of anything, because people don't show common sense so often. I don't know why we don't show common sense. I was thinking about a bike helmet, but people don't always do that, but they should. But it really is about looking at what the risks and the hazards are and eliminating them. So trying to put it into context, so I was hearing this constant noise and I was thinking how irritated I was becoming. How many of us at the end of our working day might actually feel irritated? A different sort of exhaustion that is sort of like acceptable. A different level of irritability, feeling stressed, feeling uptight. Maybe have a partner who's biting our heads off all the time. And we don't know why. We're thinking, what have we done wrong? Oh, I don't know what's going on. But it might be something as simple as that blooming noise. Yeah, imagine working with that all the time. Absolutely unbearable. I think we've all worked somewhere, I'm sure we have, where there's been a noise for a period of time. I know when I've worked in hospitals and occupational health departments, I've just remembered one actually. there have been times when that noise is just and it gets your very soul. The one I was laughing about then was railway works, and I could actually feel the I don't know what it's called, but that thing that would pound into the ground. I could feel that where I was working, and it's constant, but it's also teasing, because it stops for a while and then it comes back. But it made me on edge. Yeah, it makes us on edge. So it might be that our partners are on edge. It might be that we're on edge. Our parents are on edge, or our kids are behaving strangely when they come back from work. Please be aware of what's going on, what you're doing, what your actions and inactions might actually affect. So if you're supposed to wear hearing protection, or if you think you need to wear hearing protection, if you think you need to wear hearing protection, then wear it. What harm is there in that, as long as it's safe to? You know, from another perspective of if you're actually in a quiet job and you need to hear what's being said to you, that's a different kettle of fish. But if you feel that just standing, talking to somebody, I mean, at the moment with COVID 2020, it's a good gauge. If you can't hear somebody that you're conversing with at that distance, or you can't quite hear what they're saying properly, then hang on a minute, why not? Maybe you need to put that hearing protection on. Yeah, so just trying to make you, I think the word's I can't think of the word, but aware that we need to use the appropriate tools for the job, really. And if you're struggling in any way, or somebody you care about is struggling in any way, think about the workplace as well. Think about life in general. It might be that they're going to concerts a lot or listening to really loud music, but just being aware of what you're doing, what you're not doing, and what you can or may be able to do to protect yourselves. Yeah, because we don't want to be irritable. We need to take responsibility for ourselves. Yeah, so that's in life and in work. Thanks for your time. I'm going to shut up. Yeah, all that because I could hear the noise driving me teeth on edge. So as I said, this is Jackie from Chattervation. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you subscribe, you only watch the ones you want to watch, and you don't watch the ones you don't want to watch. But if you share on your social media, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I need people to know about me. I do return to work workshops, occupational health case manager by trade, got loads of people back to work over the years, and now I'm running workshops to help people to feel more empowered to actually have those communications with managers and employees to help to get people back to work. Yeah, looking at risk assessments and looking at reasonable adjustments. Yeah, so tell people about me, tell your boss, share your videos, like, share, but be safe, look after yourselves. Thanks for your time, take care, bye.